Hi everyone, TotallyAMom here. So, first of all, daytime video. Oh my gosh, we actually have light. I don't know how well this is going to turn out because on my screen anyway, it's really bright on this side. Of course, it probably has to do with, of course, the background of Care Bears on one side and, yeah, the wall on the other. Okay, so today we're going to do something that I figured I should do. I'm trying to look in the camera, but it feels really weird. I don't know what I should be doing, so maybe I'll just sit and look at the ceiling or something instead. That probably looks really weird. I don't care. Okay, so, I'm going to learn you something today. First of all, I understand that learning you is improper English. I am a little hillbilly, but I'll tell you what learning means. To learn you is kind of like to teach you around here. And it could also maybe be substituted as I'm going to educate you on this or something like that. Say you're trying to use a drill or something for the first time, an electric drill we'll say, and you can't get the bit in, and somebody walks up to you and they're going to be like, hey, I'll learn you how to do this. It means I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to show you how to do this. So you know, if you can't figure that out by now, then maybe there's no help for you. So what I'm going to learn you about today, I'm going to learn you about this most awesome, fantastic, just great book that I found. I actually was a librarian for a good while, considering my age. So from being a former librarian, it's kind of like being a former teacher. You always feel like you need to educate people on something, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I think that I'm better than anyone. I don't, but I know that if I can open someone's mind to something that they didn't see beforehand or something, or if I can help them with something. I had training in a lot of specialty stuff, and people will still ask me about, do you know how to find this information, or can you help me find this? And I still work for some of the people that I used to work for, even though, you know, I don't have the official librarian title. What was my freaking point? God, I do this all the time. So, I don't know, anyway, even though I'm not a librarian, I still feel the need to help people in some way. Sometimes it's helping, and sometimes I'm just maybe come off as a pretentious ass, but I don't really mean to. I'm going to tell you what happened the other day. I was going through this box of books because I had, before I left, we had, our rule at the library was to throw things away that were so far out of date or hadn't been checked out in a certain amount of time, unless, you know, there's a lot of rules to it. It's not just that. But it's called weeding, and you make room for things, basically, especially when you had such a small library. So, I don't like to throw books away at all, and I better quit hitting my computer. I just realized that I've been slapping this book on the computer, and it's got my microphone in it, so oops. So I would just shove all the books that didn't sell at book sales and into boxes, and I'd just buy the whole box. Like, I'd just give the library $5 or $10 for a box. So one of the books that I dug out of these boxes was this one. Ta-da! It's called the World Almanac and Book of Facts. Oop. I'm still getting used to this whole backwards camera thing. Yeah. Alright, now. I have the 2008 edition on order already. It doesn't come out until the 7th of next month. So, okay, why is this so awesome? Let me show you this. That's a map of Africa. Now we're in Europe. We traveled just right that way. So I have to remember to get that, okay? So anyway, you get the point. Should I not leave out North America since we live in North America? Include Mexico and all that down there. Alright, everybody feel love now? Farewells. People who died. No. Ray Charles. Ray was the man. Estee Lauder, who I knew that that was makeup, but I didn't realize that her name was Estee Lauder, so... no. Okay. So it's got flags of the world, and, the country... Well, I guess I should say it's got flags of countries. And in here... Man, this book is just so full of stuff, you guys. This is all astronomy dates for the year. Okay? This is noted personalities, political leaders, religious figures, Winter Olympic champions, 1924 to 2002, the representatives for the United States to the United Nations. There's just, this book is amazing, you guys. And this isn't just about the whole world. It has specifically United States facts. And I don't know, I mean, I would assume that Canada and other countries would have, I keep including Canada because, you know, they're our neighbors, and maybe I should include Mexico too, sorry about that. You know, I don't know if they have their own form of this book or not, so I would assume that maybe they do, and I would assume probably that maybe the same company puts out the same book in different languages, and just maybe changes some of the year-in review and the vital statistics or something like that to be more focused on their area. They may still have, like, the U.S. capitals, since we're so split up. But I would say it probably doesn't have, you know, the more in-depth stuff about the U.S. But if it, you know, if you're in another country and want to learn more about the U.S. or about the world in general, this is still a good book for you. No, there we go. What have you learned today? What have I educated you on? I've educated you that the World Almanac and Book of Facts is a very wonderful and excellent book. At least I'm hoping that by my short and very brief kind of rambly description of it, you can see some of this. This is a $12 book. It's 1,008 pages. It is just... This book has just... It's changed my life in some ways in just a few short weeks. And I mean few short weeks as in maybe 3 that I've been reading on this book. People might be like, hey, do you know what the capital of Czechoslovakia is? And with this book, you can go, dude, didn't you know that Czechoslovakia is 2 separate countries? It's the Czech Republic and the Slavic Republic now. You know, little stuff like that, because you know how quickly, if you pay any attention to the world around you anyway, you know how quickly this stuff changes. If you're wanting to know what I'm playing with, I'm sure you don't care. Oh yeah, duct tape. I love duct tape. Okay, now I just have to go edit this video, and this is gonna be hell. Because I'm just rambled on so much crap. Alright, well, peace and love. TotallyAMom.